Hi there, everyone. I am in the Everglades right now. It is mid-March, and we can see that the cypress needles are starting to return as temperatures are getting warmer. It is a dry winter, to say the least. We can see how low the water levels are right now. I don't think that really does a good representation, but in the wet season, you can see the water marks on that cypress over there, significantly higher. Um, I'm just in the Everglades for the day, and I'm cruising on these dirt roads right now, hoping to see some snakes potentially moving in the evening. And I will be back out tonight after it gets dark and do some cruising, but just out here exploring. Beautiful day, perfect weather. Couldn't ask for things to be better. Look at this big female Florida softshell turtle that's just basking on the side of the road here. That's pretty cool. So this time of year, we're mid-March right now, softshell turtles in South Florida will actually start nesting. So it's likely she could be just crossing the road here, but she also could be nesting, or at least was maybe trying to dig a hole right there. So we'll just let her be and keep on going and see what else we can find. First snake of the day is this little baby cottonmouth. You can see it's dusty, but that's a yellow tail right there, indicating that it's a young cottonmouth. Haven't seen a cottonmouth, honestly. I can't even remember the last time when. It's been a while, but happy to get a snake on the board today, even if it's a very common species that I've seen countless times. That's actually a really stunning cottonmouth from the facial markings. Get a better look on this side. Maybe he just recently shed. Wow. Alright, I'm going to get my other camera out so I can actually do this snake justice. Okay, we just moved the cottonmouth off the road so he wouldn't get hit. And as you can see, clearly chasing after me. Nope, he's doing quite the opposite. Running away, mouth gaping a little bit. Classic cottonmouth behavior. Let this guy go back into his habitat and keep on going. Beautiful views. Okay, I just road cruised. This is a male Florida red-bellied cooter. We can tell it's a male because those claws are really, really long. Females don't have nails that big. With some turtle species, the males will have a concave in the plastron. Cooters and sliders, they don't have that, but those long nails, that's a go-to characteristic. The turtle was heading into the canal over here, so we'll just place him that way and let him go about doing turtle things. But a pretty productive evening so far. Alright, I can't really bend down well, so we'll just put him here. He'll be safe in this little divot off the side of the road, and he's in the direction he was going in, so he can figure out where he wants to go. We just cruised another young cottonmouth. This one's even smaller than the last one was. I'm not going to get camera footage of this, just a quick cell phone clip. I'm going to move this guy off the road, and we'll keep on going. We successfully moved him off the road, and he's just going to chill there for a second. He was a little grumpy about it. Another really stunning, it looks like this cottonmouth recently shed. The pattern is so clean. I don't even know what that is. Kind of looks like a part of a gator, but we moved him there. Road's here, and he was heading this way. Ooh. He was heading that way. Hey folks, it is 73 degrees right now and literally just after sunset. I am going to try and road cruise here to see if we get any more snakes. We already have 2 cottonmouths so far that we got in the late evening, I should say. Because temps are above 70 degrees, I am optimistic that we could find stuff moving, but I could also be jinxing it and not seeing anything at all. If I find something, I'll show it to you. Well, temperatures are starting to drop a little bit, but the amphibian activity is still prevalent. Here we have this little southern toad that is hopping on the road right here. And I don't know if we're going to get any snakes because the temps have already dropped like 2 degrees in 5 minutes, but we'll keep on driving. At least we have some herp activity tonight. Cottonmouth number 3 on the night. This little guy had worked his way onto the road, but saw my face and was like, nah, I'm good, and is now heading back in that direction. Alright, so right here we have our second snake of the night. It's a ribbon snake. I don't want to zoom in too closely because this snake is actually, it's alive, but it's been hit and it's in really bad shape right now. So 2 snakes on the night so far. We'll see if we find anything else. Temperature's been holding in the low 70s, so we still have a chance. We have cottonmouth number 4 in the night. There is a car coming, so I'm going to try and move this snake pretty quickly. It is the biggest of the cottonmouths we've seen. Alright, we got ourselves a little pig frog right here. Just hopped itself off the road. These guys hop pretty quickly compared to some other frogs. That's strictly an anecdotal observation, but some amphibian activity too. It's been a night. It hasn't been dull. It hasn't been void of stuff. It hasn't been crazy either, but things are moving. Alright people, we have our first Nerodia of the night. This is a Florida banded water snake, a pretty common species you find down here in the Everglades. My camera work is pretty right now, but yeah. There we go. Pretty cool, little baby. They get much bigger than this. We got a gator on the side of the road. He took one look at me and was like, F this, I'm out of here. Yeah, there he goes. See the eye shine right there. It's about like a 7-foot gator, maybe 8 feet, I don't know. Pretty cool. Okay, folks, we got probably the biggest cottonmouth of the night that has just started working his way onto the road. So here's a look at him. That's pretty cool. I don't even know how many. I think this is like the 5th cottonmouth of the night. So snake number 6 overall, which is pretty cool. Just came across this gopher tortoise right here. This is definitely an adult gopher tortoise. It's my first of 2025. And he's just foraging in this scrub habitat over here. This spot that I'm at, gopher tortoises are pretty habituated to people. Otherwise, he would have taken off by now, but he's just chilling. Here's gopher tortoise number 2 of the day. Literally looked up and he's running on the side of the trail here, or she. I can't really tell, but let's see. I think this might be a female because the gular scoot, which is just underneath the head there, it would be extending out further if it was a male, but pretty cool find. All right, so the gopher tortoise is at the entrance of her burrow. I'm gonna assume this is a female. Can't get really a good look at the burrow from over here, but she's just sitting on the apron of it, and there she goes inside. So what will happen, let's see if we can come over here. You can kind of get a view of it. So female gopher tortoises will actually lay their eggs on the apron. It's this mound area that kind of forms in front of the hole, the entrance of the burrow. And usually that happens in late spring. Right now it's the end of March and we are kind of near the southern limit of their range, so maybe it'll be a little sooner and where we are here. But here's just a surrounding habitat that we're in, just classic scrub open habitat that tortoises really like. And that's pretty cool, 2 gopher tortoises that we've hiked up today. Got a black racer going across the trail right there. First snake of the day. I just love this type of scrub habitat here. Honestly, it's like a beach in the middle of the woods is the way that I describe it. These xeric sandy soils are some of the highest elevated areas in the state of Florida. But yeah, really cool. Here's gopher tortoise number 4 of the day that's just foraging on the side of the road right here. Pretty cool. Gopher tortoise number 5 of the day, as this guy is walking towards his fence here and just forging away. It's what they do. So freaking cool. How's it going, buddy? We got our second racer of the day, this little black. There it goes. Quickly as it appeared. Just a random bird that's walking on the road here. I don't even know what this is. I think a turkey? Probably a turkey, my best guess. There goes another black racer. It's in the grass right here. Probably can't see it at all. I'm gonna get out and see if I can get it on film moving away. You can kind of see the black outline a little bit. Oh, this is coming out terrible. I don't even know if I'm filming the racer. Oh yeah, it's right over here. Got another racer up ahead. It's been the day of racers so far. probably the best. And it's gone. Oop, periscoping over right there. Best look of a racer we've gotten today. I just hiked up a black racer that is remaining motionless on the trail here. That rarely happens. Let's see how close I can get to this guy before he actually takes off. Wow. That's crazy. That is like, now there he goes. Shooting off as racers do, but that's honestly the closest I've gotten to a black racer in a very long time. First snake of our little hiking expedition here. There is a huge racer in this garden right here. See it periscoping away. Zoom in a little. That's one of the biggest racers I've seen in South Florida. And it's not the fastest. That is really cool. We're still on the, let's see, I think he went over here somewhere.